Hey everybody, this is Char, and I just wanted to share a design team project that I just finished for Wild Orchid Crafts. Um, it is a little 3D shadow box that actually does light up, and I just adore how it came out. So what I started with was just a box that I received from my mom. It had a little gift in it, and it was a little perfume bottle because I collect those, and it already had a little window cut out of it because it had a little piece of like acetate where you could actually see through it. So I thought this was a great box. The box was really constructed, very nice. It was nice and heavy, and thought this would be just perfect to do something with because of the depth and the little window already being there. So I decided to do this little Graphic 45 Happy Hauntings um, shadow box that is like a window looking outside. It's a window going, yes, you got it, right? So anyway, I love the way it came out. I did a lot of fussy cutting on here. The paper I actually got last year, and I made a mini album out of it. So was my leftovers. So with my leftovers, and I still have some other leftovers too that I probably do in a couple cards. I was able to make a card this year out of it, and then also this little project here. So before I go into like the details of the box, let me share with you what I used for my flowers. I just have the flowers on the roof and then also here in the corner. And I kind of didn't want to do like a huge, I want to do a little bit of flowers to soften it, but I didn't want to do huge amounts because I didn't want to overpower it. So I used a lot of the smaller flowers this time. So the biggest roses that I used on here was 25 golden yellow roses. They're open roses. They're 25 millimeter. And I'll just do the description with the number that you can buy them at the website, or you can find them at the website. I'll put that down below in the description box. The next rose that I used was a earth tone open roses, and these are 20 millimeters, and I used several of them here and here. And a couple of them, what I did is I used one of my spectrum markers and just kind of went over the tops of them, like this one, for example, and made it a little more orange. The next size rose that I used was these. I love these. These are like one of my favorite roses right here. These have a little purple tone to them. I used those, and I used these. These are like an orange and like a burnt orange and a yellow. And so I use these right here. And these are 15 millimeter open roses, two-tone open roses, okay? And then this is the first project that I've used these on. These are little rosebuds, and I mean little. Can you see how small those are? They're 4 millimeter. I just love them. 100 pastel tone rosebud 4 millimeter. Teeny weeny weeny. And they go really perfectly with these teeny weeny little leaves. The little leaves are 100 green rose leaves, and these are 15 millimeter, and these babies are little. Let me show you one. You can see how small those are, but they're perfect for this size of arrangement. So just perfect for that. Okay, so those are what I used from Wild Orchid Crafts, and let me go ahead and share what I did on this little box. So I'm going to lift it up right here. So we'll start from the top. I have these little cute little bats right here. They have a little sparkle, and the sparkles of my Wink Stella. The little top part right here is I did make it. It's made out of, all of it's made out of chipboard. And I made the little roof look like, with a scallop punch. Let me show you this is my leftover. So I just stacked, I don't know if you can see the layers there, but that is just all scallop punch that I punched out, and then just on strips and just stacked them. And then I ended up lifting all of the roof part right there just to give it some texture. But I love the way that came out. I cut a little window out of the paper and then added some more paper back there, and it has like a little spider web. And this is just a little topper that I did out of the paper. Did a lot of fussy cutting on this paper. There's some pumpkins that I cut out. This little girly I cut out of one of the journaling cards. And I only had the 8x8 pad, so all my pieces had to stay pretty small. And I used my Wink of Stella on her dress. Let's see if you can see. And her hat. Can't see it, can you? A little bit. She's not as sparkly. And I used the Wink of Stella on some of the flowers too, because I just love the way it gives us a little hint of sparkle and it doesn't overpower it. Okay, so down here I cut these out from my Cameo. I used some Wink of Stella on there. I used some Wink of Stella on the little pumpkin. I did put him on a piece of wire so he can bend. Have some of the flowers right here. And then this whole part comes off. And so the owls are on this side. Like I said, it's 3D. And then on the inside here, I have the little pumpkin patch with a little house in the background. And then I have this is on the furthest down, which is my little moon, which he is huge. And I did some Wink of Stella on him too. So he has a little shiny. But this whole thing right here comes out. And the reason it comes out is because there's a light back there. So to turn on my little light, and the little light is an orange light and it flickers. It flicker glows. So, and I really like the way that is. So this just fits right back in. There's some little knobs that kind of keep it in place, which you don't see when it's closed. And let me see if you can see. You can really see it much better in like the evening when it's not quite so, it's not completely dark, but let me see if I turn off this light if you can see. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. A little bit anyway. But I'll throw some pictures at the end and maybe you'll be able to see it better. But anyway, I love the way it came out. It just was a lot of fun. Really fun project. Got some little feet on the bottom. And then the whole box is covered. But I really am pleased with it, and it's going to be a great little addition to my Halloween decor. So that is my Wild Orchid Craft project. I'll put the link to the store also down in the website, down in the description. So happy hauntings, everybody, and thanks again for watching. Bye!